Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, no matter where you are or what time you're watching this video. You know what? If I didn't say that, you'd think I was nuts. That's all right. I'm nuts anyway. So, welcome to my channel. Bear Geo here. And today we're going to go over how to calibrate your TV lights. All right, I've got the TV Backlight 3 light, which is a reasonably new product. And I guess from what I'm reading in the forum here, in the Govee app, some of you are having issues getting your settings correct for your calibration. Well, I can understand where you're coming from because it is an optical illusion, in my opinion. Now, one thing you've got to think about, is you need some distance from your TV. Once you have your markers on your TV, fire up your camera like you're going to take a picture, but do not take any pictures. You don't need to take anything. So anyway, take your camera and fire it up and back up, look at your screen of your phone and back up far enough that you can get the whole TV in the view of your, in your frame. Just not outside the frame, just inside the frame, okay? Make sure that you can see the whole TV easily and mark that spot on your floor because that's the distance you're going to have to be. Because once we start calibrating, Govee will take a picture of your TV and put it in a fisheye, okay? I'll explain what that is here in a bit, okay? Mine was 12 feet back from the TV. So as you can see, I have my markers on the corners of the TV as specified, and I did measure these out so that they'd be exact. So now with that in mind, okay, going back to the app. Now notice in that last little ditty there, showing the screen, how I had my TV pictured in the frame. Yours should be somewhat similar, and you should be seeing your markers as well. And it doesn't matter what size of screen you have. If it's a smaller screen, you're going to be closer to it. If it's a bigger screen like mine, you're going to be further away. So I'm not saying that was perfect, how I did it, but that's as close as you want to get it, okay? Also, you need a bright background. In other words, turn every light on in the house. Wherever this TV is that you're trying to calibrate, you need a lot of light, okay? Because when Govee goes to take a picture of your TV set, you want them markers to stand out. Now, I had all my living room lights on, and unfortunately, I use downlights, okay? I don't have any standard light bulbs or fixtures with light bulbs or anything like that, because downlights cast a different kind of a light than a light bulb does, all right? So I had all mine on, plus a ceiling fan light, and it still wasn't bright enough. So I suggest that you get a really bright light so you can see your markers. Let's get into this. Okay. On your device page, this is with the new app now, okay? This is the new version that they screwed all up. On your device page, which is your little home down here on the lower left, tap your device, whatever TV backlight you have, tap that, and it'll go into it right here. And make sure it's turned on, too. I forgot to tell you. Make sure it's turned on. We need to communicate with that controller. So after thinking about this for a minute, I want to prepare you for what you're about to see. All right? Let's do that first. Okay, what I did was I took the liberty to number this out, make it a little more understandable, and I hope I explain this okay. I'm going to call it pull points. Here in a moment, your phone will take a snapshot and put it into your fisheye. And this is what it'll look like. Okay? The numbers represent two operations and what we're going to have to do here. The numbers in yellow are your first pull points. All right? And the numbers in orange are your second pull points. Now, when Govee explains this, and I'll show you the video here in a moment, it doesn't label them or nothing, and it says it has 7 pull points, and there are actually 8 pull points, okay? In the first operation, we'll be doing pull points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, where these are is where your little markers are going to be in your fisheye view. And if you notice the background here, that is my TV looking down. All right, that's how they did this. It's looking down. They put it in the fisheye as if your camera was looking down. All right. Those are where your markers are on your TV, except for number 1. Number 1 is where your camera is, okay? And you're going to have to pull that up there in a moment. It'll come to you here once we get going here. But then after you get your pull points pulled, we have to do it in a certain way. We have to pull 1, pull 2, go over and pull 3, come back down, pull 4, and then pull 5. Okay, these little blue areas are what we're going to be pulling. Like under the number 8 here to the right, there's a blue circle with a white dot in it. Same over here on the left. Same over here at the number 2 position. Over at the number 3 position, those are pull dots. Now, yours might not be located there. When this is how my screen come up. Okay, when I did this. Your screen might be different. Those pull points might be somewhere else. They might be scattered in the middle or wherever. But I want you to be aware of this because we got 2 operations here and 2 pull points. And we have to adjust these according to the markers on your screen to get the fisheye to look properly at your screen so that it can do your colors correctly, okay? All right, with that being said, let's move on. Okay, we're back on this page. Up in the upper right-hand corner, there's a gear. That is your settings, okay? Tap that. All right, it says Calabrate Camera. All right, here we go. We're going to calibrate the camera. Now see, this is what I mean here. I've got to go take a picture of my TV to get them spots right, all right? But first, we're going to do this. It says turn on the indoors light and keep the environment bright. Stick the phone stickers on the screen as indicated above, okay? I am assuming that at this point you have done that. If not, do so now. And then come back. All right, if you got that done. Now it says drag the 4 points to the 4 corners of the TV screen, all right? I'm going to call it pulling. Start at the top center point, which is number 1, to the top of the TV screen, and then tap next, okay? So now down here, this is where your TV's at, up here in the top. And down at the bottom, this is what your pattern is to look like when you're done. Okay? So this is what they want you to do. Just exactly that way. That's your this is your first operation in the blue. This is your second operation in the orange. This is how they want you to do this. Now, like I said, that pattern starts out as a star type. And mine did not start out that way. Yours may. Okay? But this is what they want us to do. All right? All right, so let's do that. All right, some more, not to be confused with. See, now I'm having a hard time seeing my spots because it is a dark area. Okay, if you're sure that's where you want it, click next. All right, move these, this one here, that one there, and that one there. Next. Okay, it's going to show you here. See, mine didn't come out right. All right? Because I wasn't anywhere near my spots. And that's what's going to happen to you if you don't do it right. Okay, we'll move that there. All right. All right, see where that gets us. All right. Here. Let's see. Next. There. And there. Close, but no cigar. And moving these is very, very touchy. All right, let's give this a shot. There, and I see my spot. Yeah, up there. Hey, let's see what we got. Well, that's close. All right, I'm going to move them there. And there. See where we end up. Close. Real close. All right, we're going to move that one there, that one there. Maybe a little more down inside the box. Okay, those two look good. Next. All right. There. Maybe a little little too much. And they're so sensitive. Okay, let's see what we end up with. Well, that's close. That's really close. I'd call that good there. I mean, it ain't perfect like the bottom one, but hey, we're close. Okay, I'll move that there. And there. Yeah, that one's good there. Okay, there. And there. That looks good. Looks good. I'd call that good. I mean, you know, that little bit on the sides ain't gonna make that big of a difference. I think that's good right there. That covers the whole screen. So then what you do is you'd hit submit. So if that's what you want to, I've already calibrated mine. So that's what you'd want to do. You'd want to hit submit. What you're doing here is you're, excuse me, check to see if the image and the points are in the right place. If the image is distorted or the points are not in the right place, go back to the last step and drag the points to recalibrate. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm thinking that's damn close. But let's try something. Let's go back. Now watch, I'm going to move that just a tweet. Tweedledee. And let's see what that does. I might have moved it in the wrong direction. Yeah, and I did. Okay. Oh, we'll go back. And then move it just a tweedledee the other way. Let's see what we got. I don't think I went far enough. Nope, I did not. So we'll go back. See what I mean? This is just a kind of a pain in the ass. And I got it, guys. I got it. I understand where you're coming from. Let's see where it puts that point now on the... Oh, look at that. And move the other one up, too. The one on the right moved it up. So I must have went too far. Well, let's go back one more time and give her another shot. Maybe I'll just move it a twit. A tweedledee. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking when you go back, these spots are moving. They're not. See, now I got it about right there on the left. But this spot is way over here. And what I'm thinking is that these are moving. And they shouldn't be. Did my other one move? We'll see. I think when you go back, they move. They don't stay where you put them. Well, there we go. That's just as good. So I'd call that good and hit submit. But mine are already calibrated, so I'm not going to hit submit. But once you hit submit, all it does is it just puts it into the system. Is that where your camera should be looking? So I'm not going to do that because, like I said previously, mine's already set. And mine's damn close to that. I mean, it's really close to this. So, I mean, it's not going to make that big of a difference. All right? All right. Well, I hope this helped. I'm going to go back and... But anyway, it's close enough. I mean, it's going to work correctly for you. You just don't want it so far out of the way that it will see light in the room. And I've had people contact me and say, well, you know, it's not seeing the TV But every time I turn a light on in the living room, my lights come on the back of the TV. Well, that's because the camera's not focused right. It's seeing stuff behind you, believe it or not. Room light coming in from the sides and everything else. It's not focused on the TV. It's focused somewhere else. And it sees that light when you turn on a lamp or, whatever you're doing. So if that happens to you, you know you don't have it right. But that was so close, I'd call it good. You got a plus or minus 10%, rate of being good within 10%. That's 5% either way from a perfect picture. But you know how it goes. Nothing's perfect. But that's how you calibrate, all right? Well, Bear Geo here. I hope that helped. And give it a like if it did. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to give it a like. I'm not here to make brownie points for YouTube. I'm just here to help. All right? Have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.